Hello Bloomington, I'm Mayor Tim Busse, and this is the Council Minute for the week of May 6th. Earlier this week, Police Chief Hodges and I traveled to Fort Worth, Texas for a meeting of mayors and police chiefs sponsored by the U.S. Conference of Mayors. It was a quick day-and-a-half meeting designed to share information and best practices and to help the U.S. Conference of Mayors craft an agenda of public safety issues that are important to cities. The plan is to present that agenda to whoever wins the presidential election in November. I want to thank Fort Worth Mayor Maddie Parker and her staff for being such gracious hosts. Attendees at the conference included mayors and chiefs from across the country, including Tampa, Bridgeport, Connecticut, Columbus, Ohio, Seattle, and a good number of cities from Texas. Topics of discussion included reducing homicides and other violent crimes, addressing the fentanyl crisis, building strong relationships between police and the community, and how to deal with protests of all kinds, specifically campus protests that we've seen in recent weeks. It was gratifying to hear that many of the best practices or good ideas that other cities are using are already in place here in Bloomington. You've heard me say before that Bloomington police are leaders in the realm of public safety in Minnesota. The discussions I heard in Fort Worth this week made it clear that Bloomington police are also leaders nationally in a number of different areas. And when the discussion turned to the topic of officer recruitment and department staffing, that leadership could not have been more evident. It's no secret that since COVID-19 and the murder of George Floyd in 2020, there has been a historic exodus of officers from police departments across the country. Every city at the meeting in Fort Worth reported a staffing shortage of officers in their police departments. We heard about staffing shortages of 20, 30, or even 40%, and in the larger departments, those percentages can equate to hundreds of officer vacancies. Closer to home in Minneapolis, the city reported having 565 officers at the beginning of the year. That's down from nearly 900 in 2019. Now, I'm proud to say those staffing concerns are not the case here in Bloomington, and they haven't been for quite some time. When Chief Hodges told the group that the Bloomington Police Department has been fully staffed for more than a year, and that the department is in fact overstaffed right now, there was stunned silence in the room. And when you can silence a group of mayors and police chiefs, that's saying something. While most other departments have trouble finding good candidates, or in some cases finding any candidates for job openings, Bloomington has always been a destination department where good officers want to be. That's because of exceptional leadership, a well-established culture where respect is at the core of everything that BPD does, and strong community support. It's a great department to work in, and officers know they're valued. The overstaffing issue is the result of the City Council approving a budget adjustment a few months back that gave the police department the resources to hire additional officers in anticipation of some upcoming retirements. Now, we know that it takes time to fill vacancies and prepare new officers to get out on the streets. So rather than waiting for the senior officers to retire and then doing a search and hiring process and months-long training of new officers to replace them, it makes sense to do all of that in advance of the retirements. So Bloomington doesn't see a time when we have a dip in the number of officers serving residents. All of this rolls in very nicely with 3 additional items I'd like to share. The first is that May 12th through the 18th is National Police Week. The second is that May 15th is National Police Officer Memorial Day. And last but not least, each year, the Bloomington Optimist Club recognizes a Bloomington police officer who consistently upholds the department's core value of respect while professionally serving the community. This year, the Respect for Law Award was presented to Officer Andy Plant. At the same time, the Bloomington Police Department recognized Officer Plant as the Bloomington Police Officer of the Year. And new this year, BPD also recognized for the first time a Civilian Staff Member of the Year. This inaugural award was presented to Public Safety Telecommunicator Michelle Martinson. She was recognized for consistently upholding the department's core value of respect and serving the community while keeping our police officers and firefighters safe. Congratulations to both Andy and Michelle. And finally today, we're already through the first week of May, which means that summer in Minnesota is not that far off. Now, I know the latest edition of the Bloomington Briefing was in your mailbox recently, and it includes a great listing of upcoming summer fun. Hold on to this as a reference. Get some dates on your calendar, or keep an eye on City of Bloomington social media, because I guarantee there are things on the list that you're going to want to attend. Our summer events team has you covered just about every day of the week and all across the city. On Monday, we've got the Monday Morning Kids Series at Moyer and Valley View Playfields. Tuesday nights are for the Normandale Lake Performance Series. The Midweek Music and Market Series is on Wednesday evenings right here at Civic Plaza. The Thursday night Blockbuster Series is at the Normandale Lake Bandshell. The Saturday Outdoor Farmers Market is one of my favorites. And Sunday Fun Day offers free, family-friendly entertainment and food at locations throughout the city. You'll need to entertain yourself on Friday night. And that doesn't even include the extra stuff, like the Kites and Bikes event at Valley View, the On the One Music Festival, Juneteenth, and of course, the best fireworks in Minnesota at Summerfest. Bring your appetite. There will be food trucks at just about all of the events. Folks, it's a fantastic way to get out, enjoy all Bloomington has to offer, meet your neighbors, and enjoy the Minnesota summer. That will do it for this week's Council Minute. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, stay safe, Bloomington.